Sexist jokes.
Yeah.
All right. If I had $1 for every time I thought about my ex-wife, well, I'd probably start thinking about her.
That's a goodie.
Could be something in
Dad, I got a part in the school play. I play a man who's been married for 25 years. Well, I'm sorry, son. Maybe next time y'all get a speaking part.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
I tell you, I haven't spoke to my wife for 6 months. I don't like to interrupt her.
Yeah.
Bring him out, Randy. Bring him out. I heard it.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, like Randy. I'll tell you what, I brought my wife a pug as a present. Despite the squash nose, the bulging eyes, and rolls of fat, the dog still seems to like her. Well, I'll tell you, my wife asked if she could have a little peace and quiet while she cooked dinner. I said, sure, and I took the batteries out of the smoke detector. I'll tell you what. How do y'all sink a submarine that's full of blondes? You knock on the door.
Oh.
Hello.
I got my girlfriend a Get Better Soon card. She ain't sick or nothing. I just think she could just get better. That's all.
Yeah. That's good.
Why is girlfriend one word, but best friend is 2 words? Well, because your best friend gives you space when you need it.
No.
Did you know why there are so many female archaeologists? Well, women just love digging up the past, don't they?
That's good, actually. I like that.
Yeah, it is.
Now, what does every woman in the world want? Nothing.
Money.
They're fine. They're fine. I'm fine.
Whenever they say that, you know things are not right.
Standing there, cross her arms, tapping her foot. What's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm fine. Right. My wife was drunk one night and told me that I could tie her up and do anything I wanted. So I tied her up and went fishing. Yeah, you heard that so many times. I like my women like I like my coffee. From a third world country and at a reasonable price.
God damn, Randy.
I know, that's terrible, ain't it? What's the difference twixt a dog and a fox? About 10 beers and a couple of shots. Now, my wife hasn't said a word to me in a week. The best part is she thinks it's punishment.
That's good.
Here's some magic for y'all. How do you turn a fox into an elephant? Well, just marry her, that's all.
No.
That's all you gotta do. It'll happen. I'm gonna tell this one again because it came up again. I bought a pug dog for my wife. Despite the bulging eyes, wrinkles, and layers of fat, that dog still seems to like her. I like that one. You can tell that 100 different ways, and it's good every time.
It is. That's
Crazy ex-girlfriends are like a box of chocolate. They will kill your dog.
God damn, that's good.
What? Let's see here. What did God create man before he created... Oh, wait. This is spelled wrong. It says, what did God create man before he created woman?
It's
I'm
why.
sure they meant God.
It's why did God create man?
Okay, there you go. You're a smart man. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you what. I looked up Selby Evans today on the computer. And I seen this guy, he looked like Sigmund Freud. He had this goatee beard.
Oh, I
know
did
who
that.
You look like a...
Yeah, I did.
How are you looking at his crotch?
I'll tell you what, you're a wholesome looking, natural looking guy now, but back then, you look like a pervert, man. You look like Sigmund Freud, man. What was that joke? Everything you think as you say, oh, I don't know, forget what was it. Something about everything you mean, you say you think about your mother or something. Some asshole told that joke about a week ago. It was terrible. All right.
Okay, let's hold it.
Why did God create man before he created woman? He didn't want to have to listen to any advice.
Oh, bastard.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Did I tell you my name is Merle
he
Davis?
did it because he wanted to practice first before he perfected it on the woman.
That's right.
Goodness gracious.
That's a good
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what the Queen of England would have to say about that. And all the members of Monty Python.
Oh, good thing you're not my sim right now.
I know. I'd get booted, right? Oh, just wait. Does she have a tag? I say, does she have a tag? Don't give her a tag. Please don't.
Give her a tag.
I'll end up in orbit. Okay. My wife is like a newspaper. There's a new issue every single day. And when my girlfriend told me she was pregnant, I started crying. I know what it's like to grow up without a father. My wife has been missing for over a week. The police said to be prepared for the worst. So I had to go to Goodwill to get all the clothes back. Blimey, that's a good one. I just found out my wife has weekly sessions with the devil on how to be more evil. I don't know what she charges him for it, though. Oh, God, I couldn't even get that one out without choking. That was a good one. That was so good, I got to do it again. I just found out my wife has weekly sessions with the devil on how to be more evil. Oh, I don't know what she charges him for it, though. Oh, that's a good one. Damn, that's a good one.
That is a good one. That's a good one.
My buddy asked me if he could crash on my couch for a few days. I had to explain to him that I'm married now and that is where I sleep. Oh, brother, this is fun. All right, my wife just called and told me 3 girls in the office have just received some flowers for Valentine's Day, and they're absolutely gorgeous. That is probably why they received the flowers, then.
No.
Wait, what?
They're absolutely gorgeous.
My wife just called and told me... Oh, yes, my wife just called and told me 3 of the girls in the office have just received some flowers for Valentine's Day, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I said, well, this is probably why they received the flowers then.
Oh, she's
They
ugly.
were gorgeous. Okay, now I get it. God, it's tough.
Oh, Randy.
It's tough to be funny when you're coming down off of cocaine, man. Oh, my God.
Preaching in the choir here.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It's all legal in Canada, okay? You know, it's this way. Okay. What is easier to pick up the heavier they get? Women. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Nelly.
Excuse yourself.
Brace
I
yourself
just learned
straight.
a lot of women actually turn into good drivers. Oh, be careful, all of you good drivers. My wife keeps wondering why she's always so itchy. I keep wondering why she always pronounces it with a silent B. Yes, indeed. Well, a naked woman robbed a bank yesterday. She got away with it because no one could remember her face. Hey, I'm doing pretty good here. I love to sneak in a little Bugs Bunny. How can you tell your girlfriend is getting fat? Wait, what? What do you mean no?
Oh,
No, wait. All right. How can you tell your girlfriend is getting fat? Oh, she fits in your wife's clothes.
Oh, Lord, that's so bad.
Well, I'll tell you what, I tried to remarry my ex-wife, okay? But she figured out I was only after my money. My money, get it? Just, you know, have you ever been divorced? You'll know, you know? When my girlfriend says, unlock your phone, I need to see something. I just look at her crazy because I don't even let my wife do that. Oh, I'll tell you what, my wife is fat.
How fat is she?
How fat is she?
I'll tell you what, my wife is so fat that on our last flight, she needed 2 seats.
Oh.
She was pretty upset until I told her she would also get 2 meals.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, I shouldn't make fun of the poor thing. You know, she's attached to a machine that keeps her alive. The refrigerator.
Oh my lord.
I'll tell you what, I just got a bike for my wife. I think it was a good trade, too.
Oh.
You know, a wife is like a hand grenade. Remove the ring and say goodbye to your house. Yes, sirree, Bob.
Wrap it up.
All right. I'll spend an hour at my wife's grave this morning. She thinks I'm digging a pool.
Oh.
Why are women and children evacuated first in an emergency? While also grown men can try to solve the problem in peace. All right, I got one more of this sort, okay? And then I got more if you got other people who want to go on.
Just do one more and to wrap it up, Randy. It's a good time.
Yes, good.
Okay,
good one.
boss. Oh, you know who that is, don't you?
That's Goofy.
Well, of course. Hey, Mickey. I can't believe it. My girlfriend accused me of cheating on her. I told her she sounded just like my wife.